Like, what do you
I
see
think
the
it's
rematch?
dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game. We did how many rounds? We probably did at least like 8 straight.
Yeah, but you're in the bag for about 8-2.
Yeah.
It was good. You're not in bad shape.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach are officially set for August 18th, marking their second clash. But this time, Tank has declared he's out for redemption. The stakes couldn't be more intense, and it's beyond just belts or bragging rights. What's stirring the boxing world most is Davis's demeanor since their March 1st bout. That match concluded in a majority draw, a result that dented the perception of Tank's unbeatable image.
Bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say.
That draw left fans stunned, as many expected Davis to dominate Roach easily. Instead, Roach stood his ground, landed precise counters, and even backed up Tank several times. Critics quickly questioned whether Davis had lost a step or underestimated his opponent. On social media, debates raged as fans dissected every round, trying to determine who truly deserved the win that night in Las Vegas.
Game, it could go left for him.
I mean, yeah, I'll tell Tank that, you know, behind closed doors, if he don't focus up, it can go left for him. But Tank is a true competitor. Tank is a guy that he's scared to lose. So I think that...
Since then, Tank has made it clear he isn't taking Roach lightly this time around. In multiple interviews, Davis has stated he took his foot off the gas in the late rounds of their first encounter. He promised that the rematch will be a showcase of his full arsenal and that no judge will be needed. "This time I'm ending it," Davis said with cold determination in his voice.
He's trying to please the fans possibly and take this fight versus Lamont Roach in a rematch. You know, is it even worth it to please the fans who are going to love you 1 minute, hate you the next? They're going to love him this minute, they're going to hate him the next minute. Oh, I don't like it. He can fight Lamont Roach, and they're going to say, well, he's supposed to knock Lamont out if he does win, you know? Or if he loses to Lamont, they're going to say, oh, we knew Lamont was better. It's just always is a never-ending story in regards to boxing. You can't just please the people.
Roach, meanwhile, has embraced his underdog status with confidence. He insists the first fight wasn't a fluke and believes he can beat Davis again, this time without leaving it to the judges. "I exposed holes in his game," Roach said. "Now, I've got the blueprint." His camp says they've studied Davis's tendencies and are preparing a strategy to exploit them from the opening bell.
Tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it. It might not be the biggest profile fight. It's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And I just feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was.
The rematch will be held at the T-Mobile Arena once again, with anticipation reaching fever pitch. Tickets sold out within hours, and pay-per-view numbers are projected to break records. Boxing insiders are calling it the most important rematch of the year, as both fighters have everything to prove. For Davis, it's about redemption. For Roach, it's about proving he truly belongs at the elite level.
And Gervonta were scheduled to fight for sure.
How real or what was to it with you and Tank actually being a thing? Was that something that was talked about?
Yeah, no, it was highly talked about and in negotiations and almost ready to make happen, but he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W, and then we'll be able to run it back. But me and Gervonta were scheduled to fight.
Tank Davis's camp has reportedly brought in new sparring partners to mimic Roach's style more accurately. His coach, Calvin Ford, has promised a more aggressive and focused Davis in the ring. "He knows what's at stake," Ford said. "This is about legacy now." Insiders say Davis has been training harder than ever, determined to erase the memory of that controversial first fight.
The hardest punch I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch.
But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He hard.
Lamont Roach has also made significant changes to his training regimen. His team has added strength and conditioning components to help him maintain pressure late in the fight. "We're not leaving anything to chance," Roach said during a recent media workout. "This time I'm going to dominate every round." His camp believes Davis will fold under constant pressure if Roach maintains the pace.
Fight. A lot of people are saying maybe he's just mentally not there. What did you see?
Nah, he was the same Tank. I don't believe that. I don't got no thought in my brain that makes me think that he wasn't the person he been all of these other fights. I think he was the same person. All this stuff that he going through stuff. I mean, everybody go through stuff. So he's the same fighter. He's going to be the same fighter throughout his career. So
promoters have capitalized on the drama between the two camps, building the rematch as a grudge match. The promotional tour has already seen heated exchanges, with Davis accusing Roach of running from the fight in the first bout. Roach responded by calling Davis all hype. The back and forth has only added fuel to the fire, stoking excitement among fans and critics alike.
You're going to get in the ring and you're going to have that moment where you know you got to step it up and it just won't come. I think that's...
Analysts are split on who has the upper hand. Some believe Davis's explosive power will ultimately prevail, especially if he closes distance early. Others point to Roach's discipline and ring IQ as key advantages in a long, tactical fight. Either way, most agree this bout will be far more intense than the first. With both men making bold promises, fans expect fireworks.
when we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know.
Roach's trainer has been vocal about what went wrong last time. "We gave Davis too much respect," he said. "This time we're not waiting. We're going to take the fight to him." Roach has been sparring with aggressive fighters in camp, preparing for heavy exchanges. His team believes controlling the tempo will be key if he wants to pull off the upset.
Something funny, when we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured.
Meanwhile, Davis's inner circle is confident he'll deliver another highlight reel finish. "Tank doesn't just win, he ends careers," said one member of his team. "Roach won't last 5 rounds this time." Davis has been laser-focused, in training, reportedly cutting distractions and limiting media appearances. His camp sees the rematch as a statement opportunity, to remind the world why he's elite.
I had something on the table. So people who think I'm taking this fight for money, it wasn't the thing. Because I actually had an offer that was higher than the Tank fight.
Oh, for real?
Yes. To defend my belt. So, for all the people who think I was, oh, he doing it for a check. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to shut people up.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
you doing it for a check. We ain't doing it just for the check.
We ain't doing it just for the check.
For
but
sure.
trust me, because don't forget, this is business.
It's prize fighting, yeah?
It's prize fighting for a reason.
Despite the bravado from both fighters, there's mutual respect beneath the surface. Davis has acknowledged Roach's resilience, calling him tough as nails in a recent interview. Roach, in turn, admitted that Davis's power was real and not overhyped. Still, neither plans to leave it to the judges. Both men are aiming for a decisive finish that silences all doubt.
He's not there to play around. He's trying to smoke you. That's what life's supposed to be about. Roach is not just your average everyday opponent. Roach is a person who knows Tank, who's been around Tank his whole life. This is a different fight. You can't put Roach to the side like that. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to win the fight. I don't know that. But Roach cannot be this underrated like that. You understand? You got to understand that Roach came from basically the same ecosystem as Tank came from. Roach is a very formidable opponent. So I'm not going to talk about none of that till we get by Roach, because what I'm telling you about
Promoters are billing the rematch as one of the year's most anticipated fights, With both fighters talking confidently and fan interest surging, ticket sales are expected to be strong. The undercard will feature several rising prospects, adding depth to the event. Broadcasters are also planning extensive coverage, including exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and fighter interviews.
What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds.
Analysts are split on who holds the advantage going in. Some believe Davis's explosive power will once again be too much for Roach. Others point to Roach's improvements and argue he's better equipped now. Betting lines favor Davis slightly, but not overwhelmingly. Most observers agree the rematch has the potential to be far more competitive than the first.
If you go on my honest opinion, I feel like me and Lamont Roach, stylistically, is the hottest fight in the weight division. Yeah. Lamont Roach stood right there with Gervonta. The hardest puncher in the division, right? Ooh. So put him up against me, I'm not going nowhere.
Y'all really gonna box, man.
We're gonna fight. I feel like stylistically, that's one of the best matchups in the division for sure.
There'll be a lot of rolling in that fight.
As fight night approaches, the energy surrounding the rematch continues to build. Davis remains the heavy favorite in most circles, but Roach's confidence has many taking a second look. Both fighters are promising fireworks when the bell rings. Whether it ends early or goes the distance, fans are in for an unforgettable showdown between two determined warriors.
I just think Lamont was just better than what everybody was expecting him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lamont can really fight. You know what I'm saying? And I've been saying that, but I also been saying that I thought Tank was gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So he proved me wrong that, like I said, he's better than what we made him out to be. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like Tank got
Gervonta Davis's team believes his superior skill set and experience will once again be the deciding factor. They've emphasized that Davis isn't taking Roach lightly, but they're confident he'll deliver another highlight reel finish. Coach Calvin Ford has praised Davis's focus in camp, calling it the sharpest he's looked since his fight with Ryan Garcia.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July.
Meanwhile, Roach's camp is urging fans not to overlook their fighter. They insist this version of Roach is smarter, stronger, and more dangerous than before. Trainer Lamont Peterson said the key will be controlling the pace and not falling into Davis's traps. The team is preparing for 12 hard rounds, but believes Roach can pull off the upset.
Betting me that he gonna knock me out and stuff like that. That ain't go too well for him.
Did y'all bet?
Oh, we bet and we shook on it.
He paid up.
He changed his number.
Yeah,
again, there's a high level of mutual respect for each other. Like I said, we done bumped into each other plenty of times. More than the average boxer would see another boxer outside of boxing. So it's cool. Like, he cool with me and I'm cool with him.
Regardless of the outcome, the rematch has brought renewed excitement to the division. A win for Davis would solidify his status as the face of boxing's lower weight classes. For Roach, a victory would rewrite his legacy and shake up the rankings. Fans around the world are ready to see if history repeats, or if revenge is
just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
You don't have enough experience. You really should have waited and took your time before you came to me. And that's what Gervonta Davis told him. And he was right. He was absolutely positively right. And so now here we are, him fighting this cat Roach. And I'm like, isn't this dude a like junior lightweight?
Super featherweight, moving up to lightweight.
No, there's no